Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is screencasting via the computer. And honestly, there is one tool that I use. I've tried so many, and the one that I keep coming back to is Screencast-O-Matic. I have to tell you, it is my favorite, bar none. I absolutely love it. Here I am to talk about it. There are several reasons why I love it. One reason, I can choose to show my picture. I can choose not to show my picture. 99.9% of the time, I am never going to be in the shot because look at me. It is 10:33 on a Monday night, very late. Um, I'm in for the evening. The hair's in a ponytail, the sweats are on. As a matter of fact, the beasts are asleep on me already. I have another one off here to my left. So, I mean, I'm cozy. So I can sit here and make my screencasts, do whatever I want to do. No big deal. I absolutely love Screencast-O-Matic. I would not steer you wrong, I promise. So I wanted to show you that you can show your face because those visual cues, the gestures that we make, all of that kind of stuff is very important, especially when you're trying to build a rapport with students. Hugely important if you're still in the classroom. When I'm doing video tutorials, really, and I'm talking to teachers, that rapport I get with them when I go visit their classrooms. So honestly, and I talk with my hands so much anyway that I feel like it's see, I'm distracting myself already. Wow, shiny objects. See, bygones. So I distract myself when I can see myself. I get all distracted. I look at this. I'm like, what's going on with my hair? Why didn't I take my earrings off? I don't know, whatever. So it's just best if I cannot see myself. Best for everyone, you and for me. Here's why I like it. Um, this is the Screencast-O-Matic website, and I've done a couple of things. I started with it several years ago, and I did not go pro at first. Here is what you do when you don't go pro. You can download several different videos to Screencast-O-Matic itself, and it will save them in your account, which is great. But I think you can save maybe 3 or 4 videos, and then you will just start overwriting each video and they'll drop off and delete. That scared me because if I take all the time to create a screencast, I'm going to want to have a cache of those. And the way that my computer was set up before I became a tech integration person was it was locked down. I was not able to download anything. I was not able to export anything. So forget exporting to YouTube. That was not a possibility. So I talked to my principal and I found out that going pro costs $15 a year. Okay, I said, even if I have to pay the $15 a year myself, that's a deal for me. And he said, $15, go for it. So for $15 a year, I got the pro account, which allows me to edit my videos. It allows me to download the Screencast-O-Matic app to my desktop, which after much cajoling and cookie making, the tech people actually downloaded it to my machine. I'm not sure about the tech people in your district, but they downloaded it to my machine, which was fantastic. And so I can either choose to come to the website and log in and start recording, or I can just simply click on my actual application and start recording. Now what you see right here is you see my library within Screencast-O-Matic. And so these are just some of the tutorials that I've already created that you can see. So I practice what I preach. I do a ton of screencasts. I'm not just doing this for this presentation. I do a ton of them. That's my gig. You can see that it knows that I'm creating one right now because it's telling me that I can pause the recorder if I want to. Another great thing about it is I can upload any of my videos to Google Docs, to Dropbox, to YouTube, which is 90% of what I do. I upload to YouTube. You can see right here that the last one I did, which was for this presentation, was to YouTube. It shows you the link. It exports everything. Again, I can go back and splice and edit. Sometimes, though, honestly, I think it's important if I make a mistake as I am going through and creating my video, if I accidentally do something wrong or click a button wrong, I leave those mistakes in my videos because I find it to be very important if I make that mistake and go, oh gosh, I shouldn't have clicked that, or I shouldn't have gone there, or whatever. If I've made that mistake, 9 times out of 10, the people who are watching my video might make the same mistake. So for them to see me do it kind of puts them at ease, because we all know that technology kind of makes people a little bit apprehensive. So by leaving my mistakes in there, they realize that everybody's fallible. It's okay. And I kind of laugh it off and move on down the road. So again, you can choose to go with the free account. You do not have to install it. The free account is just fine, especially if you have a Macintosh and you can download to your computer. If you have a Windows computer that's locked down, it becomes more problematic for you. That's why I went with the pay $15, and just the editing features of Screencast-O-Matic made it worth the $15 for me. You can also see in my tutorials, as I move my mouse around, it also has the little highlighting feature for me, so I can point things out, and I have my little yellow bar or circle as I move things. I like that feature as well. What you cannot see is down below. I do have a little button that has my microphone. I can see how much time has elapsed. I can see my start and done button down here. It's just so super easy for me to use. There are a lot of different screencast options on laptops. For me, I have just found this to be the most professional and most user-friendly. I just truly don't ever have a problem with this one. Never an uploading problem, never a problem with glitches. It just has been 100% on spot every time. And that is why I recommend Screencast-O-Matic, 100%.